So I saw this Frogan clip. Obviously, I saw the Jew stuff, but then I also saw the soldier stuff in regards to her hoping soldiers get PTSD and shit.
Only the non-repentful ones, to be fair, but yeah.
Wait, what does that mean? I'm not.
Well, later on, she's like, well, if you were a soldier and you came back to the U.S. and you acknowledged that like the U.S. military is evil and everything you did was wrong, then I forgive you or something. So.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm like half memeing. It's still an insane comment to make. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay. And so in knowing this and knowing she's constantly considered the rising star, what is it about Twitch as a company that functions that makes it so these kinds of people are enabled and feel safe enough to say this kind of shit?
I think there's a reciprocating thing, or there's a feedback right now. One is that the culture inside of the Twitch company, I think, is probably significantly left. And then the person that drives about 99% of the political conversation on Twitch is Hassan. And Frogan is a Hassan mod, so she's greenlit by him and his community. And then she's also greenlit by all of the other Hassan orbiters, like Denims and Mike from PA and everything else. Such that Hassan was amplifying Frogan when she was like attacking Ethan a long time ago, just because Ethan unfollowed her on Twitter, because Ethan didn't like the fact that Frogan was basically celebrating mass rape on October 7th.
Okay, a follow-up question then. You said Hassan kind of runs a politics community on Twitch, or he's just the driving force for it.
Yeah.
Is it so profitable on Twitch, this political commentary community, that they would like risk their brands for this kind of stuff?
Whose brands are we talking about right now?
Twitch's brand. Well, they have brand deals with people. Obviously, they run ads.
I don't think the sponsors I don't think anybody that does advertising on Twitch has any idea what happens on that site. For some reason, Twitch has gotten like very effective at having no oversight. So, for example, you know the one person I just referenced, Denims?
Sure, yeah.
Are you watching my stream?
I'm not watching it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, like, so if you were to go to, I don't know if she'll clear all of her VODs. Hassan, I think, has wiped his entire Discord like 3 times in the past 2 days, by the way.
Okay.
But if you go to like Denim stream, for instance, and there's a lot of examples on Twitch, but so she is the
idea that
she's the largest like political figure, the largest political woman streamer on Twitch, right? If you were to go to her stream and you were to check any random VOD, the intro to her stream is like an hour of just like watching other people's like YouTube content and shit. Just her AFK, just like playing other people's stuff. It could be mainstream news stuff. It could be other channels. It could be whatever. But like this type of stuff happens on Twitch a lot. For some reason, Twitch is really good at avoiding basically any type of
copyright.
What?
Isn't this like just copyright infringement? Is that
well, yeah, but Twitch doesn't have any content ID or anything like that, like YouTube does. So unless somebody actually manually does a takedown on Twitch, you'll never run into a problem. So people just illegally restream stuff on Twitch all the time. Basically kind of like how Justin TV used to be.
Okay, got you. And so I guess because they're not suffering any of the consequences of having these people on their platform, because they're able to avoid any kind of moderation from the advertisers, they just have felt no reason, monetarily speaking, to take any action. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. And they probably kind of agree with it. Yeah. And there's no repercussion. So.
Okay, and very lefty moderation team. I think that's another claim you made. Like, what proof do you have that the moderation team over at Twitch is very
not the
left?
Moderation team, just the company culture? I mean, I can't really prove it, but I mean,
examples
like, no, I just most San Francisco like company culture, like in this area, like you can tell by if you look at TwitchCon, like the types of creators that they promote and support, the types of like they're very like. I don't want to say woke friendly like it's a bad thing, but they're like super pro trans and LGBT and all of that, which is fine. I'm not saying that is bad. But then like the CEO is like calling into Hassan's stream and like singing happy birthday to him and stuff. Like Twitch, I think the entire, like a whole bunch of the Twitch staff like literally called in to sing Hassan happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
What the?
Like here, I'll link it to Twitter or whatever. So the company culture is probably pretty left leaning. Yeah.
Okay, but I can see that the company culture supports Hassan a lot. Mm-hmm. You haven't been there and just seen some of the employees. I'm sure the employees post online. There's never been times where you've seen Twitch employees post about political stuff, or do they really just stay offline? They never really voice themselves publicly.
The people behind the scenes, you're not going to say much stuff publicly. I've never seen that before. Okay,
gotcha. And in regards to the whole Frogan stuff, because I feel like that's going to be the center point for a lot of this, do you have anything you think I should know in regards to her? Because I'm not as familiar with the character. This is like my first time seeing a couple of her clips. So,
I mean, she's just an unhinged person enabled by Hassan. She's just a crazy white American girl born in Michigan who wishes that she was born in Lebanon and wasn't quite as white. She LARPs as basically as a Muslim. She just is online like saying unhinged all day, celebrating Israeli deaths, worshiping Hamas, Hezbollah, whatever else. Like this is that's what they do. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Did you see that little panel thing that got deleted?
Yeah. With the Jews are bad, and they try to walk it back, but they kind of all up because some of them were saying different things about what it means. Hasbro, is it, or what was the word?
Sabra or something. It's like a brand. It's an Israeli brand of like hummus, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think Ethan was pretty right on that. Ethan was seething about the whole thing. He was like, clearly that's what you guys are doing. And then she tried to walk it back. But I think another one of the panelists was like, no, this is supposed to signify the people who murdered my mother's people or some shit like that. Was that am I misremembering?
I don't know what they said, but it was like a thing to be like, cool, look at how cool the Arabs are, and then like to make fun of people who didn't carry the.
I saw Ethan repost this, but apparently one of the other panelists was like, no, it's not about hummus. It's clearly about people.
Well, Denims, the other person I made the comment about, Denims said something along the lines of like when she was, I think it was when they were replacing Ethan. I linked you the full panels on YouTube stuff, by the way. I think that when they linked or when they pulled out Ethan, she said something like, is there like an anti-Zionist category? So I mean, like it's pretty obvious what, what they were going for, but.
Okay, so you didn't see the whole, what was his name, Capri Sun? What was this guy?
Maybe, I don't know, you can link me. I watched this whole panel, though, off stream last night, but...
I'm sure the chat will let you know, but I'm pretty sure one of the panelists, one of the males who was on the panel was like, clearly like, no, this is definitely about people. It has nothing it's not about hummus, like she's claiming. Which was really confusing to me, because I thought they were all in on it. But I think his name was Capri. Capri, I don't know. You'll find it. Oh, yeah. The other thing I was going to ask you about, I saw Sneeko got unbanned on Twitch.
Yeah.
While you're still banned, how are you feeling about all that? Obviously, you don't really care if he's unbanned. You just want to get yourself unbanned. But what's your thoughts?
Yeah, just that. Like, I don't have like a huge investment in Sneeko being unbanned on a Twitch or YouTube or whatever. Like, I don't have like a huge feelings about it or anything.
Not gonna lie though, I'm impressed. I'm impressed he got unbanned on YouTube. That one surprised me for sure. Twitch, I'm like, maybe they're just going for it. I was surprised on YouTube unbanning him. Were you?
That they unbanned him? At this point, nothing surprises me. I don't know. It's unreal. Yeah, I don't know. Like Fresh and Fit getting unbanned from Twitch as well. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like there's probably somebody that just watches my stream on Twitch and they just unban people to with me.
No, I was definitely surprised. I don't think I've ever seen a permaban on YouTube that's lasted multiple years get undone. Have you?
You never... Wait, say that last thing again?
I've never seen a permaban on YouTube that gets undone.
On YouTube? I don't know. I'm not sure, actually.
No.
But not many big creators get permabanned. Usually they just kind of like fizzle out. Or if they do get permabanned, they just like stop making content. So I don't even know who I would compare it to. Mr. Girl has, somebody said? I don't know if he even got, unbanned.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, that's it for me. I just wanted to get some bit of information on topic. But if you find anything...
Well, there's just a lot of weird stuff going on. We just found out...
Behind the scenes, you mean?
Well, we just found out today that as of October 10th of last year, somebody at Twitch snuck in a geo-ban for the entire country of Israel to make new accounts via email. Or October 13th, sorry. So apparently, for about a year, it's been impossible for people from the country of Israel to make new accounts. And like Twitch has never made any public announcement about this at all. So that's what we've been going over today. It's just like an insanely crazy, weird thing.
Wait, do they do geobans in like war-related locations?
No.
So
Ukraine, no Russia, nothing.
Russia.
Nope. Yeah, it's really weird. It sounds like a troll, but it literally is unhinged. And like we've been going through tweets, and there's been like old posts on the Twitch subreddit. Even though it says unofficial, I'm pretty sure they have direct communication with Twitch employees. But the Twitch subreddit deleted like everything about this because a bunch of people randomly will post from Israel. They're like, hey, we can't make accounts. What's going on? And yeah, it's just...
They constantly were getting deleted?
Well, no. In the past, they just weren't being responded to. But the big one that went up yesterday or the day before, it got like wiped out. It's a ghost town. Let me see if I can... Here you go.
Do they have an article about this, or is it someone just reporting on the issue and with no comment from Twitch?
Twitch hasn't made a single comment about anything ever in regards to the supporters of Palestinian or Arab terrorism. Ever. Twitch doesn't comment ever on it, ever. Asmongold got banned immediately, though, for 14 days when he made an admittedly stupid comment about
the people of Palestine. Yeah,
yeah.
I DM'd him and I said the same thing. I think like I could understand what you were saying about in regards to like Islamists and the fundamental Muslims that they're invading the area, but I think saying that about the people is very silly. And I think he is correct.
Wait, hold on. Just to be super clear, the other comments that are made are a million times worse than Asmongold's. It's not even close. Just to be ultra clear.
I agree. Okay.
But
irrespective of how they handle things in general, I'm just talking about his comments in a vacuum. Whether they're banned, whether they're not, I don't really care. I just meant that I felt like he's becoming. When he said felt like he was becoming more hateful, I definitely agreed, and I understood where he was coming from. Yeah, I think there's a bit of a feedback loop when you're a content creator online, especially when you say some of the right-wing stuff that you just get kind of pulled into these circles where you're constantly rewarded for being kind of hateful or
sure, but it's also hard when the pro-Arab and pro-Muslim side is openly supporting terrorists and openly cheering for Israelis getting murdered, all of them. Remember, Hassan went on to that. He was in that podcast chat room, like clapping along when that one. A second thought was saying that children in Israel, the babies, are settler babies. And then Hassan went on to defend that comment in front of Ethan on Leftovers. Hassan defended that comment that every single citizen of Israel is a target for terrorist action. So, I mean, like, it's pretty hard. Yeah, the right-wing radicalization stuff is pretty crazy too, but this is insane how openly, crazily anti-Semitic and hateful the large, like, Muslim or Arab communities can be with impunity on Twitch. It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. But I don't think that his reflections are in any way, shape, or bad, or I would dissuade him from it. Like, what you're describing is something I've been railing against forever. But I think the turn that he was taking is clearly impacting him. So that's what I was kind of hyper-focusing on.
Yeah, you're right. He is definitely heading in that direction. He needs to chill. I do agree with that, yeah.
Yeah. And I know some people were mad that he was apologizing either because they felt like, hey, why would you give up to the other side or whatever. But I think if you're not the individual in question who's all of a sudden saying foul shit about people dying every day, like irrespective of how you feel about the issue or how crazy the Muslims are being, not the Muslims, but like the Arab guys on the other side, like Hassan or whatever the fuck is. I don't know. I thought when I heard his comments, I was like, woof, you are striking it very close to like zero compassion for people who are dying. And I don't know. I think when I DM'd him, he seemed like he was really trying to make a change. So I was just very happy for him in that regards.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.